Okay, guys, welcome to Cabela's Most Dangerous Game Edition. I hope you like it. We just wanted to start out, showing you guys what different game in the Cabela's series. So,
nice hit, Shay.
nice one, Dave. Okay, that's gonna be worth some points because we got a good brain shot on it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna cause it to starve to death in the woods.
Yeah, you better collect that trophy before it gets
Wait a second. This is Sniper Elite 3.
Yeah, it's an easy mistake to make. I got confused when I was launching.
Let's get back to Cabela's.
We want to get back to Cabela's?
Yeah, let's get back to
okay, yeah, let's
collect the trophy first.
Oh, do I need to collect the trophy?
Is it even there?
Yeah, no, it's there.
Somewhere
out there. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, search scores.
Yeah, this is how you
grab
collect
his
the trophy
antlers
in this one.
You teabag him?
You can carry him, can't you? Yeah, there you go. Oh, you just...
See, he gave me a hand grenade.
Yeah, you just gotta carry the body. Fuck.
Now, carry the body for a bit, and yeah. All right, so we got to carry the body back to our truck, and
Yeah,
we're gonna go skin it.
Trophy collected.
So.
Oh shit.
Check it out.
Man, I can't believe we made this honest mistake, you guys.
No, I can't believe it either. It's easy to make, though. I'm telling you.
It really is. It would be even easier if I had Sniper Elite 2 installed. Because that game is literally the same.
Let's see. Let's just see if we can just tell how.
Crikey, there's another.
Is that another man deer?
That's a man deer.
Another piece of game out here, Governor.
The reticule on this one's way better. Oh, did you shoot him in the nuts?
You shot him in the shoulder.
Why didn't you shoot him in the nuts, man? Come on.
Heart. Good lord.
Isn't that awesome?
That's like right through the heart, spine.
Did you see the spine move?
Yeah. The spine broke in 3 spots. What do you mean move?
That's a form of moving.
Go for the nuts, Dave.
Go for the double shot.
Aww.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's definitely gonna render him.
Oh, right in the arse.
I hate it when it does that. How do they not know where you are? Are you gonna shoot that dude in the ass?
You come right.
Oh, it didn't render
kill.
it. That son of a bitch.
That's me, the dirty dick shooter.
Okay, brothers, let's go.
All right.
Butters, you just can't
We'll
keep
be back
shooting
with some deer here in a second.
That never happens.
All right, yeah, sorry about that, guys. We're in the right game now. I cleared up that little bit of confusion. So let's.
Well, this is we're still on the most dangerous game, right?
We are.
And that is Longhorn.
That's pronghorn. Yeah,
Pronghorn.
the animal that basically does nothing, aka the most dangerous game.
The most dangerous game in the world. We will hit him in the hanging gonads and hopefully they explode. That's the only way you can kill a pronghorn. By hitting it right in the pronghorn.
Okay, I'm buying the 8-power rifle scope.
8 times zoom.
Yep.
For $25,000. Come on, hammer. Wait, there's a star animal called airplane on here.
Yep. All right, hunt tree pronghorn from a standard blind.
Tree pronghorn. Tree pronghorn.
Yep.
Not 1, not 2, but tree pronghorn.
Tree.
But tree viddy pronghorn.
Loch Ness monster pronghorn.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's what Loch Ness monster is a pronghorn.
Said pronghorn on accident. Apparently they've got shrimps on their head.
Did you get
Yeah, we got the right game.
finally up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found the right game this time.
Jeez, man. Man, after seeing that game, this game looks like dog shit.
The sniper really does look a lot better. You're not wrong.
Should we just like transfer this into like a slow Sniper Elite 3 play?
Just every video is a little bit more Sniper Elite 3 and a little bit less Cabela's. We fucking... You see us just zooming in to take a shot on a deer. The bullet starts flying and it runs into some German guy.
We can edit and make that happen.
Through the magic of editing, we can do almost anything we want.
Nice dissolve.
Does it matter how far?
Nope, just gotta be from a standard blind.
You're shooting awfully low, Dave.
Oh, is he? Dylan.
Yep.
Right in the lung, second lung. In the
Third
guts.
lung.
Oh, there's the rib.
In the butt.
That's the one you just shot, wasn't it?
Nope.
Oh, there's a hill there.
Can you imagine if you crippled it on the fly? And you crippled it on the fly? Oh, that's gonna be bad.
That's
Offset,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have pupperoo.
Ah.
We'll have no pupperoo.
So is it just 3 males?
Yep.
3 male deer.
3 white males.
Yep.
And that one's going to die in a second, so we've already got 2 of them.
Yep. We already got 2 dead.
Do you know that, you know the post office is racist?
What's
Is it?
that?
Almost all envelopes are white, which means that almost all mail is white.
Hmm.
Which means they pretty much only care about white mail.
And it's got to be straight, right?
Well, you don't want
I mean,
You don't
I mean,
you
how
want
many-
your mail all folded up?
Yeah.
How many times do you see things that say "Do not bend"?
no, all the time.
Little pup knows. She's a
I mean,
dog.
there is bisectional mail you can send, but it's
You're a funny guy. My favorite's when you get one of those trans mails that's like a box but also an envelope.
well, from like transatlantic.
Yeah.
Is that a shipping company? Transatlantic, right?
Yeah. I assume they ship things over the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, I believe so. In
No, they help things transition into the Atlantic Ocean.
that's they actually they work with SeaWorld as a whale release program.
So did you hear? Okay, we're going to talk about news for a minute.
What about the news?
Since Leonard's not here, we can talk about social issues.
Ooh.
There's a boy-ish who's one of the first people to complain about not being able to use the bathroom that they identify with.
Okay.
And
And-
predictably, they were acting like a huge shit to the real girls.
Well, it was a girl that wanted to be a boy.
Oh, see, I heard about a different one.
Okay, well, we'll do yours next. So mine is that if a judge came up with in Texas or someplace this isn't going to fly anyway,
Yeah.
that if a school doesn't want to put or allow transgendered children into the opposite, into whatever they identify as,
Yeah.
they come up with a unisex bathroom. Okay?
You mean like the reasonable solution?
Yeah.
Because, 2 unisex bathrooms is the same as having a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
There's more stalls available for when I needed to poop.
Exactly.
Anyway, so you know what the kid said, and the kid's lawyer.
No, that discriminates me by making me feel excluded.
I'm not unisex. I'm a man. You can't
What?
make me. You
What?
can't make me use a unisex bathroom.
What?
Yeah. Kid's like 13 or some shit.
Is he confusing the word "una" as a eunuch?
I don't know, man.
No,
Like
they're trying to say that since they identify as a boy,
They are a
but-
boy.
or
they are a boy.
or a girl or whatever the fuck, by not being allowed to use the bathroom of the gender that they feel like they are,
Yeah.
they're being singled out and excluded from being part of that gender.
Was that it?
Yeah,
He got 2 really good shots.
I terminated with extreme
That was
prejudice.
about time, Dave. Obviously, we should play.
Sniper
Sniper
Elite to
Elite.
warm up every time.
Yeah, it gets me in the groove of things.
Let's go kill some Nazi deer.
Well, it helps that you're using a gun you can actually zoom in with.
Yeah, he before he started, he bought the 8 zoom scope, so
Zoom.
zoom, zoom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together in my room.
No, here's the one I heard about. So they passed that.
You're the worst person I've ever met.
I am pretty
They
bad.
they made a administrative rule that basically said, oh yeah, under Title IX you have to treat transsexual kids as the sex they want to be.
It's fine.
Okay.
As
No,
long as they're not shitheads.
because that's not what Title IX's about. Like,
No,
at
I
all.
meant like you have to treat the kid. It's fine that they have to do that.
We say my
Yeah.
ignorance is showing here, but I'm not 100% sure on what Title IX is. I thought it was a race thing.
No, Title IX is you have to provide equal sport out and extracurricular activities for boys and girls.
Okay, yeah.
That's why you have to have a volleyball team if you have a football team.
Yep.
Softball for baseball.
I mean, like that. Like Title IX makes sense. Title IX's fine.
Badminton for curling.
Stuff I haven't worried about since I was in high school.
Yeah. Right.
You didn't
Yeah.
worry about it when you were in high school either.
No,
Yeah, the administrators did. But
They didn't do much.
No, we really didn't.
Because almost all those sports are pretty much standard. Dave, continue.
So anyway, so Department of Education said, "Oh yeah, no, we're making a recommendation, or not a recommendation. I forget what they called it.
Requirement?
So okay, the government is ran largely by administrative rules. There are requirements under the Administrative Procedure Act for how those rules have to be made. They have to make specific findings and do research and put the rule open for notice and for comment for so many days, all that kind of shit.
Right.
They didn't do any of that. They just said, we're making a rule under Title IX that you have to treat kids as the gender that they identify as.
So you're saying that they tried to use the Equal Gender Sports Act of equating sports to put them into
Sports and facilities.
You have to have equal
male
and female
it's all facilities.
facilities.
Yeah. So they said under Title IX, to be compliant with Title IX, it's based on what the kid identifies as, not their biological sex.
Which is the real question.
Which is not what Title IX says at all. In fact, there is a bunch of very specific stuff about Title IX that makes it clear that it is supposed to apply to biological sex, not gender identity.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice
shot.
So
this is just gonna go right.
Yeah, don't say that until it hits.
It was a joke.
Well, I'm sorry the circle was the size of Texas. But anyway, let's do that again and get closer.
Remember, dude, always aim high.
Aim a little higher.
That way you
just a little
you
higher.
strike a child behind them like in that Walking Dead show.
So anyway,
Coral.
So they make this administrative rule that is not only contrary to the statute, but also they do it without the proper notice and comment period. So now some kid in, I believe it's Virginia, has said, well, guys, I'm really a girl, and you got to let me in the girls' locker room. And, predictably, the actual girls in the locker room not super happy about that.
Yeah.
And apparently this kid has been being just a major shithead and, flashing their genitals at people and, telling other girls how much they love their boobs and...
your boobs look so great.
Oh, my God, yeah, you want to trade bodies, your boobs are so good. And they're, twerking in the locker room and just generally acting like a huge shit.
Okay.
And so the kids, are pissed about that, and their parents are pissed. And they're suing the school district. And the school district's, oh, no, we're just complying with this federal law that's not real and was just made up overnight.
Yeah. And that's... Look, I understand trying to accommodate transsexual people. I really do. I'm
not sure that I do.
I understand it as a sympathetic point of view. I don't know how you go about properly enforcing it in a correct way, if that makes sense.
There's things right there to your right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill that specific dude, though.
I'm kind of under the impression that you can make the rules to where I think all bathrooms should be unisex. Was that Bigfoot, by the way? That was like fucking Bigfoot running in one bush. Anyway, make all bathrooms unisex. Every bathroom that you use at home is a unisex bathroom. What's the deal with...
Well, the argument is because there's only one person in there at a time.
That's fine. Then make doors where you can lock them.
Make all bathrooms have stalls that go all the way to the floor.
Yep.
That's it.
That's really all you have to do. All bathrooms have stalls that go to the floor. There is a mixed gender hand washing area, and you call it a fucking day.
No.
That way you don't...
No, because then little boys would see little girls' hands and they'd know.
I'll say it. Transsexual people are mentally ill, and I don't think we should indulge them.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Man,
so
that could be a valid argument.
It could be. I don't.
If someone
it sounds like something that's going to get us flamed, though.
Oh yeah, trigger.
Well,
Leonard's triggered right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know it.
I'm sorry that the Tumblrians are mad at me. I don't actually care, but if someone has so being transgender is by body dysmorphic disorder, right? You know, they don't feel that their body matches their matches their mind or whatever.
Here's the problem.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So is the people that say, "Well, I'm trans disabled, and I shouldn't have my arm. You need to cut my arm off." There are legitimately people that think that.
There really are.
Yeah. No.
But so we treat them as if they're mentally ill. But if your delusion has to deal with your sex and not with, you having too many hands, then no, that's you're doing good. There's nothing wrong with you. This is your brain's just wrong, and we'll fix your body.
Yeah. No. In a way, that's a good argument. But here's the other factor in that is there are people that are born hermaphrodites. Hermaphroditic dogs.
Right, but that's different from being transsexual.
I mean, is it though? I am thinking.
Yeah. Because being a hermaphrodite is an organic thing, not a brain thing.
Yeah, but isn't the argument that someone could be born with the male parts that have female internal parts? Like.
Yeah, but then they would be able to be a real woman.
Yeah, I mean that's like medically provable.
But I mean, and that's it's medically provable. So what do we do about those people? And then,
well, then we can accommodate them because they have a legitimate physiological disorder.
And so, is it not possible that some of these people have legitimate physiological disorders in brain chemistry? And whatnot?
Yeah, they have an organic brain dysfunction that makes them crazy. But the proper way to handle organic brain dysfunctions is through medication and therapy, not mutilating somebody's body.
Permanently.
Yeah. Like Mr. Garrison.
Right.
Mrs. Garrison. He's on Mr. Garrison again.
Really?
Yeah. I think he became Mr. Garrison again, maybe 3 seasons ago now.
Do we have to kill it one hit, Dave?
No, we just have to kill it.
Or
if they're wounded, they rubber band at the edge.
So, did you guys see the episode where Mr. Garrison got his sex change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only reason he got his sex change was so he could have an abortion?
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong.
He has spooked airplane. He has flown away.
His name is Airplane?
Yeah.
Do we know why?
I don't know.
Didn't we turn off the voices?
We turned off the annoying redneck voices, yeah. And we turned off the music because someone gave us a copyright strike for it.
And someone's going to give us a copyright strike for talking trash on transgender people. Triggered!
Hey, it makes us popular. I don't give a shit. Because there's going to be people like us out there that don't give a fuck.
No, here's the thing is that people need to be able to hear controversial opinions that they don't agree with and not get all fucking butthurt about it.
No.
It's...
You're wrong. I'm offended. I'm triggered.
You clearly are.
Yes.
Clearly are so
Triggered.
triggered. I mean,
You can put a trigger warning.
Dave's got a trigger.
I'm putting trigger warning at the
Dude,
beginning
put that
of
in the
this.
title, trigger warning. I bet they'll get it views.
We'll maybe put a fucking trigger warning, Dave hates trannies.
Doesn't a tranny imply that they actually take hormones and stuff?
I don't even know anymore, man.
Tumblr.
Tumblr has destroyed any meaning that the word transsexual has ever had.
I'm trans Pac-Man. Waka waka waka, bitch.
Waka flocka flame, motherfucker.
Dude. Really? The first place you go is Waka Flocka Flame?
It's a reasonable place to go.
Yeah, I'm just imagining gangster Pac-Man now. I mean, look when he does the ghost.
You have to have a pretty big bandana, though. Just have to go all the way around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, the guy does drugs so he can kill ghosts.
Have to have a pretty big bandana. It has to go all the way around.
Because he's Pac-Man. He's one giant head.
I understand.
So because Tupac always wore a bandana, and he folded it up at the front. It was weird. I didn't agree with it. But.
That's trans bandana he had going.
Well, why don't you go find Tupac in Venezuela and tell him that you don't agree
First
with
of all,
choices.
he's down on 10th Street selling T-shirts that have Biggie's face on them. While Biggie's down in Florida selling Tupac shirts.
Well, I'm glad we've discussed gender identity and Tupac in this episode.
You mean Tupac?
Two of the most important topics facing mankind.
You know what's not a hashtag, but what should be?
What?
Hashtag TruePac.
Hashtag Truthpocalypse.
Don't deny it just because
My-
you can't accept it.
My role model, Commander Jace Connor's Parkour Dude 91, taught me that Tupac is really being held in a secret rap bunker in Israel. All right,
Oh.
You say rat or rap?
rap.
Rap.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of that guy is master troll.
Say his name again. I think you told me.
Parkour Dude 91.
Oh, okay.
Basically, this guy pretended to be this character for what, 2 years?
3 years.
And he had a friend, and his mom was playing along, and all this shit
he
for
had a fake
years.
account, right? And he commented on one of his videos.
Yeah, he was his own biggest troll
Yeah.
and conspirator. And he had this big website and everything. And then, like, he would do stupid stuff, like drive around his neighborhood,
Shoot airsoft guns at his friends and shit.
yeah, threaten people, pretend like he can do slick, sweet skill jumps with his Hot Wheels and
Sick jumps.
just whatnot, you know, and etc. And at the end, he's like, "Yeah, I was just kidding, guys. This is my mom. This is my bro."
He insisted he was a street racing god in his Toyota Prius.
One time he stole his mom's car and drove around the block with a lamp hanging out, like electrical cord hanging out the side of the car, and he was just fucking screaming "Danger Zone," singing the song. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Is that airplane?
Yeah.
Airplane.
Oh my god.
Dave, man. Shoot the ass toe.
That's got the left
Bad shot.
Matrix deer.
Oh.
I'm sorry you got a bad shot, dearie. Dave, you gotta just...
Now.
That's a good shot. If I ever do, she won. Oh, yeah, you gotta...
What?
I have several questions.
It's off the map.
Well, time to restart.
We really need, like, burning incendiary bullets or explosive bullets or something.
And just, shrapnel filled things.
Yeah. Hey, let's dip our bullets in poison, Dave.
Is that a sniper elite option?
No, it should be.
We are playing.
It's also a war crime.
We need exploding bullets. They really use those some in World War II.
napalm filled bullets. I like it.
No, so they made exploding bullets as spotter rounds. Like you'd shoot them and you'd see where they hit because they explode. So especially on the Eastern Front, snipers would get them and shoot them out of their sniper rifle to make sure that the guy that they shot died because he also exploded.
How big of an explosion was it? Not big, but big enough.
Big enough, yeah. The guys on that Forgotten Weapons channel, those guys did it. They got a hold of some of them, and they did a test of regular Full Metal Jacket ball rounds versus the exploding bullets, and the exploding bullets definitely did more damage.
What are they made of?
They essentially have a second little primer and firing pin facing the other way.
Oh, so it immediately, like...
Yeah, so as soon as it hits something, it blows up.
That's interesting. I'm kind of feel like it must be like packed with tannerite or something.
It's got some kind of explosive. I don't know exactly.
That
what
sounds
it
like
is.
it's a hollow point, but like mechanical hollow point. Like it stops its own... Because you said it points the other way, so it would like stop the inertia, right?
No. That's just the trigger. It doesn't go. It doesn't shoot the bullet backwards. It like explodes like a firecracker.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. Is that it has all that forward momentum,
Right.
and it fires back, and the two meet, and like it makes explosion noises.
Kind of sounds like a really tiny A-bomb. Throwing two rods together.
Hey, what about North Korea?
About North Korea.
Which thing? The part where they outlawed sarcasm, or the part where they?
Did they really do that?
They
Yes,
really
it
did
is.
that. It was illegal to make a sarcastic remark about anything political.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, it's a death sentence, isn't it?
I'm
Why
sure
don't
it
we
is.
just
Everything
take
is.
them over?
Because China won't let us, and we don't want to have Korean War II electric boogaloo.
Who gives a fuck? Those poor people.
China's our biggest trading partner, and honestly, we don't want to lose our biggest trading
We're
partner.
letting millions of people starve to death for no good reason.
Yeah.
I'm fine with not
Yeah,
having
we're-
plastic crap.
We're kind of fine with that as a nation, I feel like.
Oh, really? How many times do people bitch about Syria a day?
Not a lot, actually.
More than you'd think.
You don't understand, Dylan. Those people in Syria are Muslims, and that makes them special and immune from criticism.
Here's the thing: is that our media doesn't cover what it needs to cover. Because you're right. North Korea has millions of people starving every day that we should be talking about probably every day. However, it is more profitable right now to give Donald Trump 24-hour media coverage, which in a way is helping him immensely. Because, honestly, there's no such thing as bad press.
I don't care nearly as much as I would probably should or would really like to, frankly, about the North Korean people. I care about the fact that Kim Jong-un is routinely threatening to A-bomb us, and homie, don't play that.
Yeah, that's a big concern.
I'd stop moving if I were you,
I don't like scare tactics that our media has started employing now. Like, I made the comment of wanting to destroy CNN the other day because I got on CNN and their headline was, "Will the next one have a nuke?"
Yeah.
And it was them doing a rocket test, and I think their farthest shooting ICBM can only make it past mainland Japan.
No, they could theoretically hit California.
Like theoretically,
Yeah.
We'd shoot it down by then, though.
yeah. I know it theoretically has the range. It's only been proven to get past just on the other side of. Or does it fall in the Sea of Japan?
It fell. They have shot some that I believe went all the way up to the North Atlantic, and if you spun it out on a map, Alaska and California are within range.
Yeah.
No one seems to be very worried.
No.
Well, because we're making this presumption.
I don't think that's him.
It is.
Yeah, he's been shooting another guy. We're making this presumption of what?
That it's all just threats. They're not really crazy enough to do it. Do we all agree that that's a good shot?
I agree. No, it's not.
Zoom back in. Zoom in. A little bit to the right.
I like it. Well, what presumption are we all making, Dave?
That everyone makes the presumption that they're like rational actors and wouldn't do something that would surely destroy their country. But I don't know that North Korea is really entitled to the presumption of being a rational actor.
I want to say something political.
Okay.
Gary Johnson said the first thing that was wrong.
Yeah, during his...
Yeah, he was on Morning Joe, which films at 4 in the morning. The dude's not young, and he got confused about a question about Aleppo. He thought it was an acronym instead of a fucking city.
Careful with endorsements.
I'm not endorsing.
No.
I'm just saying it's silly that for a week
Oh, yeah.
he got torn down and told he was disqualified from being a candidate.
Because he
With
forgot.
literally
Because he
everyone
forgot the name of some obscure-ass
else.
country. Or,
He doesn't even want to be involved there.
No.
He literally, his thing is, we need to take care of America before we go and be police for everyone that hates us.
What? You mean that not giving a fuck about Syria is a pretty good excuse to not know anything about it?
So, I'm not endorsing. I'm just saying that if Clinton can be head of the Department of State and not know how they mark emails as confidential,
Right.
I'm not saying that she did anything wrong. I'm just saying that
No.
she herself said that she didn't know that when they put a C on an email, it meant confidential.
Yeah.
And when Donald Trump can literally make fun of a physically retarded man on TV, and everyone gets mad about Gary Johnson saying, "What is Aleppo?" And then after the guy says it, in not a polite way, instead of saying a town in Syria, he's like, "Oh, it's a town in Syria that you should know about." He's just like, "Oh, okay, got it," and then he starts talking about Syria.
Yeah.
Why the? I hate everyone.
Yeah, it's... Again, modern media has gotten to the point where it is just... It needs to be overhauled. It's bleed it leads with its mentality. I know Dave's not a fan of Michael Moore. I'm not that big of a fan of him myself. But Bowling for Columbine, like one of his first documentaries, addresses it bleeds it leads media very well, and it makes a fantastic argument for it being a lot of the ills of the nation, because honestly, all the crime rates are down over the last 20 years. Cop on black violence is
Except for
actually
Chicago.
down.
I
Chicago's
looked at the FBI statistics for that.
Okay.
They're bad.
Chicago. Okay, Chicago this year has what?
500 at least.
It's 500 now,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's the record, is it?
No.
It's not the record for
But it's
Chicago,
bad.
but it's gone up over the last 2 years. Okay,
But they're also doing all these experimental gun laws that aren't working.
They're doing worse than not working.
Yeah.
They're fucking everyone over.
But anyway, you were saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Trying to think where
Bleeds
I was
that
at.
leads media being the problem. Michael
Yeah.
Moore's a great guy.
No, Michael Moore's not a great guy.
He just had a good point.
I'm just saying he had a very good point about, because part of Bowling for Columbine, he goes up and talks about Canada's gun laws and how everyone in Canada leaves their front doors unlocked, and people will freely walk in to their neighbors' houses and just to say hi, and they'll walk out and not take anything. And so he didn't believe this when he heard it, so he just started walking in random people's houses with a camera following him, and he would just sit down at the dinner table and start having conversations with random Canadians. And they were a little worried, and they're like, oh, whatever.
You see that guy and you can't be worried. Also, he has a camera.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, it's
dumb.
It's a very
cultural
interesting.
difference, too.
It's a very interesting cultural difference they have, because I know Canada doesn't have as many guns as the United States does, but they have.
They also only have like 30 million people or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, Canada doesn't have a gigantic underclass and ghettos like we do.
this is true.
They're like, it's amazing how few people they have.
I thought they were. I thought they were at 60,000.
No, you can't.
Is it only 35 million?
Yeah, Canada literally has 1/10 the population we do.
Okay.
America doesn't have a gun problem, or even really a violence problem, per se. America has a war on drugs problem.
Oh.
We have a war on a lot of things problem. A war on ideas problem.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, is that you can't kill an idea,
So, okay,
unfortunately.
we were talking about how you can make, or the media makes all of its money by scaremongering, right?
Yeah.
Imagine how much money they would make hosting a debate that had 3 candidates. Historical. In modern America. A presidential debate.
Ross Perot. Sorry. That happened 20 years ago.
I'll catch you.
But no, you're right. After Ross Perot happened, Democrats and Republicans got together and made a bunch of laws saying that in order to have a third candidate on the national debate
They
stage,
have to have 15%.
they have to have 15%. And
In every state.
yeah, and it's bullshit. It's whole bullshit. How do you expect there to be any new ideas whatsoever?
They don't.
No, you're right. It's
Ooh. Dave, that sucks.
right in the butt top.
That was literally like through the butthole. You'll never digest anything ever again. Why are we shooting at that thing's butt?
I think he was just going for a long shot for the hell of it.
No, I tell you, here's the other thing. It's not just the debates. A big part of it is ballot access laws.
Yeah, but Gary's on all of them.
Gary's on all of them because the Libertarian Party is the only other party that has any national infrastructure at all.
Green Party's got 42.
The Green Party's a huge goddamn joke.
Dude,
though.
but they're at 6%.
Yeah, no, Green Party used
But
to
they
be,
get all the Bernies.
Green Party used to actually be something, and then I feel like the Jill Steins of the world took it over.
Yeah, Green Party will never rise above 6% because everyone that wants to vote for the Green Party right now, especially with Jill Stein as the candidate,
Wants Trump to lose even more.
is a fucking crazy dipshit hippie, and they don't care about some throwing their vote away perception that third parties have. They just want to vote for their crazy dipshit hippie power crystals lady. So
Was
there's
she arrested recently?
No,
I don't know.
She just said that vaccines cause autism.
No,
and shit
but
like
there was
that.
a warrant out for her arrest this week.
Really?
I don't know, fucking probably.
For like violent protests and stuff.
If there's a warrant out for her arrest for violent protests, there probably needs to be one out for Trump.
No.
For inciting riots?
Yeah, for inciting riots. Didn't they actually write him a ticket for that?
Chicago, I think, tried to, and then it was, like, dismissed or some bullshit like that. I don't...
Didn't he literally tell people to beat people up?
Oh. Yeah, he asked someone to punch somebody in the crowd.
Get him out of here!
Yeah, you know... this whole situation, why are we talking politics while hunting?
Because it needs to be said. And we aren't exactly wealthy enough to say it in any other way.
Yeah.
I'm voting Spooder Man.
Spooder Man.
Oh, Weld. Johnson's
Yeah, but
vice president. That guy is really smoothly spoken for being as old as he is.
Does he?
He's like the smarter version of Joe Biden.
No, does he go around sniffing women's hair, though? That's my biggest concern.
Huh?
Does he go around sniffing women's hair, just sneaking up?
Does Pence do that?
Biden does that.
Biden's awesome.
Biden literally...
fucking hero.
Yeah, Biden literally gives no fucks anymore. Actually, I'm pretty sure that started back when he was first year vice president.
Dude, they told him he couldn't ride the train to work anymore. You know, like when he goes to the Senate.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told him he can't do that now that he's
VP.
Yeah.
You know what? If Joe Biden would have won president before Bill Clinton, he would have been the first black president.
God damn it.
You know, he's kind of right, though. Joe Biden was one of those people that was out on the forefront of civil rights stuff, and everyone kind of forgets about that nowadays.
Yeah, they all treat Bernie Sanders like he's special, but not
Joe.
People like Joe Biden.
Well,
Joe Biden doesn't talk
that's
about
the
it.
thing.
They don't give Bernie Sanders, really, honestly, the credit he deserves on that either.
You remember the Black Lives Matter thing where
Yeah.
they erupted his fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, Bernie Sanders, you're a racist, and he's just like, excuse me?
It's like, you know how much effort that much took that guy to say, go fuck yourself, get off my stage.
Bernie Sanders may be a lot of things, but he is certainly not a racist.
No.
I mean,
And I don't even think he's a socialist. I don't think he understands what his own political ideology
Yeah,
dictates.
from what I've heard him speak, he's not so great at understanding his own philosophy.
No, I'm being serious. Like he labels himself as a socialist, but it's like to me his philosophy was social democrat, and I know it's like
I mean, that's
picking
still
at hairs or
technically
something.
socialism.